What's up, guys? In today's episode, we're going to go over last week's Reignmaker contest, this week's UFC 284 Reignmaker contest, take a look at the actual contest to see if it's actually worth playing them or not, and I'm going to give you guys some value picks for that contest. So let's go. All right, guys, taking a look at last week's UFC Reignmakers contest. It was supposed to be in South Korea, the Derek Lewis and Spivak fight. Looking at the rare contest first, we're going to see that 1,582 people enter the contest of a $25,000 prize pool. This gives us this $15.80. I can call it a ticket, is how much. It's basically the prize pool divided by the amount of entrants. And as y'all know, if you've been playing DFS for a bit, DraftKings does have to wet its beak. It does have to keep this system running, so they do take a break. Usually it's around 16% for the DFS. I add a little bit for the Reignmakers because I do know these cards have utility beyond the actual contest. So I add a 20% rake. I think that's fair. This was give us a $18.96 basically ticket. That's our ticket to enter the contest. I see that as our budget. If we're going beyond that, it's a bit iffy whether it's worth it or not. And this is more subjective, but purely looking at the numbers, I would say around 18 to 20 bucks is your budget. The average cost of creating a lineup for rares, which is 2 rare cards and 3 commons, is $27. So that's a good amount over the entry cost plus the rake. Looking at the core is pretty much the same as far as the cost to enter and the cost of building lineups. 1993 was the amount of entrants. It was a $10,000 prize pool, giving us at a $5 entry ticket, basically our budget. The average cost, what the rake makes it $6 for our budget. The average cost for creating a core lineup, which is basically 5 core cards, is $12.71. Right. Yeah, 250. Okay, yeah, $12.71. So basically double than our budget. Again, you could go for value picks, and these are actually nice numbers because the average takes into consideration the bottom of the barrel, the dumpster diving, and you're not, especially with Reignmakers, you're not really going dumpster diving. There are values you can look for, but you're not really going too deep under. And the averages do take those into account. So these are pretty soft numbers. That's the reality of it. Take it for what it is. I still played it. I didn't play as much as lineups as cards I had. I did. I'll keep repeating this for now. This is a market game, so I did buy and sell cards. I did hang on to them a couple and played like 3 lineups. The Ji Young Kim fight that failed, it really messed me up because I couldn't really swap out. It was pretty inconvenient for me. And plus, actually on my phone, I wasn't allowed to save my lineups. I was able to swap, but it wasn't letting me to save it because I have the iPhone SE2. I don't know if the screen size is too small, but it wasn't allowing me to save it, which sucked. But anyways, moving on to this week. UFC 284, Makachev and Volkanovski. So this table, again, is from Stochastic, the premium content. First things first, looking at the pack values of the pack, right now they're valued at $32.34. How I came up with that, you got 24% chance to get an elite, 76% chance to get a rare. Obviously, if you don't get elite, you're guaranteed a rare. So 24% chance of getting elite. I basically took the cost. So the averages of all the commons is 287. Averages of all the rares is 1087. Average of all the elites is 5250. I took the value of both the rare pack, if you get a rare card, and if you get a elite card, and I multiplied the rare pack by 76%, and I multiplied the elite by 24% and just added those two numbers, and this gave me $34. So almost at the value of the purchasing price. And right now they're going for, I believe they're about to hit $40. Right? They're about to hit $40. Let's see. If I'm not mistaken, it's like 37 or something. 38. Oh, no, I'm sorry. My mistake. It's about to hit $50. It's at $46.98. So I would say it's a sell right now. I wouldn't go out there and sell all my packs. I have sold one, and I do have another one on the market right now. That's the way I'm playing it. So right now it's a sell. I wouldn't open them. If you do have packs, I wouldn't open them because the value of them is worth less than what they're going for on the market. You make more. It's safer play. Obviously, you can pull an elite, and if you pull an elite, your pack is the average of it's gonna be worth $63.98. If you pull an elite like Makachev, you get $130. So it's a riskier game. Depends what type of game you want to play. If you want to play it safer, you just sell it, take that safe profit. If you want to play the game, you could get burned as well because you can pull one of these lower tiered fighters, which sucks because it's hard to sell them because their value is so low, and it's hard to play them because they can just ruin lineups, especially if they get finished within the first round. So moving on with that, it's a sell. The packs are a sell right now. Let's look for some values here for commons. First of all, I have this red line drawn right here. I don't like picking fighters that are less than 36% win percentage, 2-1, less than 2-1 underdog, or more than 2-1 underdog if you're looking at an underdog perspective. So anything less than 36, I don't really touch unless it's like ridiculous value. So I'm looking at everything above 36% chance of winning. So commons at the higher tier, we have value with Tyson Pedro. He's priced at $3.70. He has a 68% win percentage and a 51% inside the distance win percent or inside the distance percentage. I don't know why I'm fumbling over that. So Tyson Pedro is a good value at a common at the higher tier, and also Jamie Malarkey, another good value at the higher tier. He's at 71% win percentage and a 51% inside of the distance on that particular fighter, not on the fight, on him finishing his opponent. So those are values for common. If you want to go a little lower and go mid, you go Justin Tafa. He's priced at $1.50 with a 53% win percentage and a 43% inside the distance. You can also go with Shane Young at $1.80. He gives you a 55% win percent, 55 win percentage, and 31% inside the distance. You can also go with Josh. He's also a good value. $1.20, pretty cheap. 50% win percentage and a 25% inside distance. Those are commons. Common contests. What I recommend is, since your captain could be a common, and the cards aren't really expensive to start with compared to the other ones. The most expensive is $9.90. To put that into perspective, that same fighter, his elite's 120, so it's ridiculous amount of difference. I don't really look for values on commons. I just look at win percentage inside of the distance. So I'll pay up if I want to play the common cards. Moving on to rare, this is where you really start looking for value because the discrepancy between prices starts getting large once you start hitting the rare. So at the higher tier, good values are Loma. She's priced at $13. She'll give you a 71% win percentage and a 25 inside the distance. Another good value is also Jamie as well. He's priced at $14, and he'll give you a 71 win percentage. Win and percentage sound, I can't say those two words consecutively. 51% inside the distance percentage, what Jamie gets. So good value there. What I recommend is picking one of those two. What I like to do with rare contests is I'll pay up at the higher tiered fighters and I'll look for value there and keep him as my captain, and then look for value at the mid tiers and play him as my second rare. And then those last 3 spots of commons, I'll pay up and get 3 studs. That's just so you can save some money and not have your entry ticket to be so expensive, because you do have a budget. Even though you don't have a budget, you do have a budget if you want to play this smartly, considering the price pool and the number of entries entering the contest. We'll get to that in a little bit. So let's move on. Values for elite, there's not too many. You got Loma. She's priced at $64 against 71% win percentage. You're basically paying for a win percentage because her inside the distance is not that great. So right now, not that many value elite cards. If you're looking at mid for your second elite card, I wouldn't recommend playing a mid as your captain. I recommend playing them as just your second elite, because you do have to have 2 elite cards. Is Shane Young. He's priced at $7, and no, not $7, $34. I'm sorry, and he'll give you a 55% win percentage, 31 inside the distance. So those are your 2 value plays for elites. It's not looking too great for elites. And now let's actually look if it's worth playing these contests or not. So the prize pools are increased this week. That's why the packs are increased, and it is a pay-per-view event. So our core contest, it's a $20,000 prize pool. So that'll give us average ticket, our budget, we can say. With the rake, 20% rake is $17.23. I'm sorry. I totally goofed that up. $14 is the average cost of creating a lineup for the prices right now. With the rake at $17, so if the contest would start right now, $17.23 would be the cost of the entry with 20% rake. So what the unknown factor here is, because it's not game time yet, is with these numbers here, with the entry of the ticket and the price pool, it gives us 1,161 max entries. So if it goes over that, if it goes over 1,161 with the prices of the commons staying the same, it would not be worth it to enter. Same logic with the rare, just different numbers. We got 1,236 max entries. Same logic with the elite, it's 333 max entries. And if you look at the entries right now, cores have 671 already, rares have 615, and elites have 188. That's basically half. We're halfway to our limits. So what I'm trying to say here is, if the prices of the cards remain the same, we're gonna reach that max entry pretty soon. And in my opinion, it wouldn't be worth playing. I still play personally, because I do play this for fun as well. My main number 1 priority is to make money, but I do want to play this to have fun as well, to put lineups in there. So what I do is, my first priority is sell cards, and whatever I have left over, if I feel like I'm not getting too much value off of selling them on the market, I'll just play those in contests and let it ride, let the dice roll. Let's be the gambler in me comes out on that. So that's the way I approach this. Take this for how you want. If you're more of a gambler and want to have more higher variance, open up those damn packs, play those damn games, play a legendary, play a Reignmaker, get wild, get crazy, do your thing. I'm going to end it there. Thank you guys for watching.